Alright guys, this is the 1973 Dodge Charger SE for sale on ClassicCars.com. I originally got this from a restoration shop in Connecticut. They do restorations like these. They definitely did a few things that were making this one kind of stand out a little bit from some of the other Chargers you'll see online for sale. You might have already noticed, if you know these cars, it is lowered slightly. I think it's about a 2 inches lower than usual, but it gives it just enough of a wheel gap on the fender so that you're not rubbing when you're driving down the road or turning the wheel. I would know, but just enough that it has a mean stance. Now, he originally, when they did this restoration, they had a completely blacked out. They had the lenses blacked out. They had the tint on the windows and the rear glass. All the marker lights, all the lenses were blacked out, which looks pretty cool, but unfortunately, where I live in New Hampshire, doesn't exactly pass for inspection. So I did have to remove all of the tint except for the rear. The rear is still tinted because that is legal. It's a beautiful car. He also, some of these older vehicles, if you remember, these bumpers used to come out by probably about that much. You know, needed the 5-mile-per-hour bumpers. What he did was he basically shaved that down and brought it closer together, so everything just looks that much tighter. And did the same thing in the front. Again, the front used to be out probably about that much, but he was able to shave it down and kind of reconnect it. Gives it a tighter feel. I mean, this car is already long enough. Didn't need any help. I believe it's, right now as it sits, it's about 19 feet long. She is a beauty. So what I've done since I've had it from the restoration shop is I replaced all the lenses all over the entire car. So that was all blacked out, replaced it with a brand new one. Same thing there. And then the taillights. The taillights were completely blacked out, and I replaced them with new lenses from Mopar catalog. Beautiful car. Also have replaced every single bulb in every single lens. It's got AM, FM, it's got heat, AC. Honestly, haven't driven this much since I took delivery of it. It's pretty much been sitting in the garage. I have had it towed to a few shops that were local to me to do some modifications, such as this Willwood front disc brake conversion setup. So new pads, rotors, knuckles, hubs, lines, calipers, everything. Got a full disc brake conversion on the front. He did replace a brake booster as well as a brake proportioning valve. That way it is a little more manageable to brake, especially with the aggressive brakes in the front. You didn't want to be going through the windshield, so he did a good setup there to make sure that that was safe to drive. Thing starts up great, runs great, drives great. Unfortunately, I didn't get to drive as much as I'd like. I bought it pre-winter time, went right into the garage. Like I said, towed it to a couple of different places for maintenance work since I've had it. Just because I wanted to keep this thing up to date as much as possible. I did plan on keeping it forever, but unfortunately, it is time to part ways. I'm gonna pop the hood for you guys so you can take a look underneath. As far as under the hood goes, everything that could be replaced pretty much has been. We've got a new air cleaner, we've got a new battery, we've got new belts, spark plugs, wires, pretty much anything underneath this, with the exception of completely replacing the motor, which I did not want to do. I wanted to keep it original as possible, has been replaced. So fortunately, I got a good one to begin with. When I first got it, I just wanted to go through and do all the fluids, replace everything brand new just in case. All lights work, all directionals work, all brake lights, reverse lights, everything like that. It does pass for a state inspection. I actually got it inspected when I first bought it. It is an antique, so the inspection sticker lasts for 2 years, which is nice. It's beautiful. I'm gonna miss this thing. The wheels. They got 18-inch Riddler wheels, which I think go great with the car because of a side profile. You just see the silver or the chrome, which is kind of what I feel like belongs on these types of cars. But at the same time, to match that blacked out look, got these nice custom Riddler wheels. We got 275 40 18s in the back, 225 45 18s on the front. It's got the vinyl top, which I love. Something a little different than the hard top. Crank windows, of course. Everything works there. Your adjustable mirrors as you need. Door panels, everything is fine. Like I said, just got freshly detailed. We got some air fresheners in there just to clean it up a little bit, but it is all original. Amazing that an interior could look this good from 1973. But they did a pretty good job keeping it like this. So that's it, you guys. 1973 Dodge Charger SE for sale on ClassicCars.com. Vehicle does come with a spare tire, which I will be putting right back where it goes. He has the inside of this Line-X. I also have the service manual for the vehicle, which will come with it. And also the thing I think is kind of cool was the where the gas goes, kind of hidden away. I don't know how many people look at this car saying, where do you fill it up? I love those, love these old cars. This is just some foam padding that he has to separate the back. This car's got it all. I'm gonna miss it. 1973 Dodge Charger SE. Original motor, original transmission, 318 motor. ClassicCars.com.